Hello YouTube, it's Krow, and here I have the Zaku 1 Char Aznable Gundam the Origin High Grade. Before I even get into this whole review, this kit is fantastic. There's really not much as far as faults or any kind of like defects or anything that just makes me not like this kit. I have built the Zaku 2 whenever that came out, I think in like 2015 if I'm not mistaken, but I built that kit and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and this kit is no exception. It has, nice details overall, nice articulation, and as we get through the review, you're really going to see a lot of things that I'm, pretty much seeing on the kit. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is the head. Not really too much, as far as like details or anything. The head is pretty awesome. It's a normal looking Zaku head. The front exhaust, the heat exhaust, that just, it looks like it's a little more extended than a normal Zaku. I don't really have any other Zakus with me to really, show that. But underneath here, there is, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe if I take off the head. Okay, now for the mono eye gimmick, there is a little piece underneath here that all you need to do is just kind of push it around, and you'll definitely be able to get the mono eye to move as well. So it's a pretty cool little gimmick that I love for all the mono eyes, because there's some positions that you may want it to be in and you don't really want to have it in that fixed pose. So that's a really, really awesome gimmick. Now we're talking about the body. The body has a lot of nice little decals. So you got some right here in the front of the chest. They're not really too much on the backpack, but you got a couple, well actually a few right here, and overall the body's fine. I don't really know what origin kit the body is pretty much the same as. I would just say the Zaku 2 if I had to say that if there's any Zaku kit that this kit pretty much came from. But overall the body's nice, has some nice little gimmicks as far as the chest kind of moving around to give a bit better articulation, and you can get some places for detailed painting as well as some little panel lines. So that's all I really want to do. I went ahead and painted the thrusters on the backpack as well, just to give it a nice little kind of effect. But overall the body looks pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and talk about the arms. The arms are really nice. They have really good articulation overall. No issues with the arms. They're basically good high grade arms. They have a lot of great details, as you can see on the arm itself. Mainly in the forearm with a lot of different panel lining, as well as up in here in the joints. It only has one shield on this side, doesn't really have anything on this side. So I don't know if you're the kind of guy that wants an extra shield or some kind of armor on the shoulders, but this one won't have any of that. Now it does have a decal that goes right here, but you're gonna have to really mess with it because this is a curved part, and putting a sticker on this is pretty tedious, and you really need to smooth everything out when you're putting it on there. But other than that, the arms are pretty cool. Now the hands you are going to get a trigger finger for the weapon, and you are going to get an open palm hand. And then you will also get two open hands that can primarily be used to assist in holding the machine gun as well as holding the heat hawks. Okay, so looking at the waist, nothing really too special about the waist. The flaps pretty much all go out. Basic articulation when it comes to a Zaku. They do have peg holes on the side. It's going to be for the heat hawks, and we'll go ahead and get into that once we get into the weapons. Now the back skirt does not come up, but it does have a place for an extra machine gun belt, so that way you can go ahead and put that right there on the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the legs. Articulation is really, really amazing. You don't really have anything crazy as far as anything blocking it. Has a really nice bend. They have a lot of great places for panel lining, as you can see right up in here, as well as in the back and everywhere on the sides. There are a lot of different places for some little decals here and there on the knee. If you want to put some extra ones, it does come with some extra decals. And then for some extra detailing, I mean, you can really go all around and just really paint anything you really want. The feet are pretty cool. Nothing really amazing. It does have like a little bend, as you can see right here. Don't really see too much of a significance with that, unless you're, I don't know, maybe pulling off some pretty cool poses, but just a little slight extra bend right there in the foot. And then underneath you're gonna have some little thrusters. In hindsight, I really wish I would have painted these little tiny ones right here. I don't really know if those are thrusters or if those are like bolts, but I kind of do wish I would have painted those, but I went ahead and just painted the big thrusters instead. Other than that, the legs are pretty cool. Don't really have any issues with them. Yeah, basic Zaku legs. Alright, for its first set of weapons, you are going to be getting these Heat Hawks. I didn't do any kind of paneling or detailing or any kind of, anything of the sort on these because I'm just not going to have them posed with them. But as you can see, they fit really nicely in the hand, no kind of issues with that. And you're really going to be able to get off some really nice poses overall, but there's just some basic Heat Hawks, and if you really like these kind of weapons, then you could definitely display them onto the kit itself. And then one of them is actually going to be able to plug into either one of these side skirts. They have a little peg right there, so either one you want, you can definitely plug in the Heat Hawk right in there. Alright, and the next weapon we're going to look at is going to be the machine gun. Now it does have this little handle that can rotate either way. Then you're going to have the scope that goes up and down. The magazine is actually just detachable, well, the ammo belt. A little bit tough to get out there, but you can definitely get it out there. Okay, so one thing I want to go ahead and talk about is how it actually holds the machine gun. It kind of like triggers me a little bit because the buttstock right here, if you try and put it over the forearm, it's just going to fail miserably. The only way that this thing can be displayed is if it's going to be on the side of the forearm, primarily on the inside of the forearm. Now, I'm not saying it's terrible, but I really do wish the buttstock would not have curved as much and perhaps would have been a little bit more straight, so that way this could have had a chance to just go straight over the forearm and not on the inside. But it's not really like a big deal, but it just kind of like irritated me a little bit. Now what this kit can do, it can actually use its other arm in order to grab that handle, and it has a little more stability when it's actually firing its machine gun. So that's a pretty cool little gimmick that I think most kits that do have a machine gun can actually do, but this one just doesn't have any kind of issues when it's actually moving its shoulder forward, thanks to that really nice range of articulation due to the polycap. But overall, this kit is going to be really nice whenever you're kind of displaying in fire mode or if it's doing any kind of action. Now before I talk about the shield, it does come with another little magazine belt like I mentioned earlier, and all you're going to do with this, so plug it right here at the bottom base of its back skirt, and bam. Now the only thing I'm probably gonna have a little trouble with is getting it into this, but we'll talk about how you're actually gonna be able to put it on an action base really soon. But we're talking about the shield. The shield's really nice. It's just a very, very basic shield, nothing too amazing, but I think that just having a Zaku with the shield is pretty cool. I can't recall too many Zakus that really do have shields, and this one just makes it look so cool. I love it. It does connect on the back of the forearm right there, and then its open hand right here is going to be able to grip it nicely, so you're not going to have any kind of issues. And it does have some really nice decal placements, as you can see right here. So if you're really into the whole decal stuff, this is really going to make you happy. Alright, and the last piece of pretty much accessory that it's going to come with is going to be this little attachment base part. So what this is, it connects to a regular action base, and you basically pop it onto the bottom of the waist. However, I don't really have an action base that is compatible with this at the moment, so I'm just basically using one of these nice little action bases. I think it's called the Stage Axe. So it just plugs right into the back, and you could probably just do the same. So that's kind of like exactly how I'm going to go ahead and shoot mine. But let's go ahead and get into the final thoughts. Okay, so what do I think about this kit overall? It is amazing. It is one of the few kits from the Zeon side that I just truly love. I love everything about the design. I love the details. I love the articulation. I love the gimmicks. Everything about it has just been nothing but fantastic looking. So my overall thoughts is 100% positive. I'm very happy I was able to build this kit, and I do recommend anyone else out there who is wanting to build this kit as well to go ahead and pick it up, or maybe pick up one of the other Zaku variants. But overall, that's it, guys. This is it's an instant buy from me. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the pose video that's gonna be coming next. And if you do like this video, definitely just stay tuned for more. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in the future. Bye.